So 1656, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score there. 3,000 games for our opponent in Blitz, and we're just on 7,000. Okay, is he connected? We'll just check. He is indeed. Okay. Just challenging for the centre. We just want to get the bishop out somewhere with it and castle, then worry about what to do. So it is a slow 5-minute blitz, this one, so no need to play anything too quick. Let's get this bishop out. We could go London structure, I suppose. Either way. Or we could stick to the Reti principle and put the bishop on g2. That bishop move does kind of naturally tempt us, doesn't it? He's got this move though. Do I want to spend a move blocking that? I'm not sure I do. I'm just going to play... Actually, no. Well, yeah, I'll play c3. Actually, no. Let's not pre-move there. Let's not pre-move that. I'm just going to play a bishop up, I think. Yeah, I expect bishop up, and I'll probably drop back. Yeah, we're just getting developed. We're just trying to castle or stick to principles. Threatening knight forward just to cause a bit of a problem, so I think we can actually play that. Just to hit the knight. If bishop takes, I'll probably take back with the bishop just to keep the pawn structure intact. It does, so I'll take. So he's fine to castle, which he does. So we've got to decide now, are we going to take and do this? But I don't think we should on reflection. So I think we'll just drop the bishop back, just so knight doesn't take. Maybe this bishop back, and still try and just get castled, and then worry about what to do. Then obviously get the knight into play. So black's slightly ahead in development here. Okay, knight goes back, so he wants to push a pawn, I guess. Let's castle, and then maybe just drop the bishop back and charge this bishop. Okay, knight comes across. Do I do that here? I'm going to drop back first, otherwise if I move the knight then I don't have the option to drop back. Okay, so he comes down. So I've got queen up, a natural development move. I think I'm going to do just to hit the pawn and then try and get the knight up. I could play c3, I guess. Don't want to play c3. Actually, no. I'm going to play knight up and maybe play e4. Sorry, c4 I meant. e4 instead of c4. I just try and keep the pawns pointing towards the centre. Okay, very bold move. So now we can play a move like h3. He either comes forward, say back, and he goes this way, or he comes here and we can take, and that seems pretty good. But if he comes down, we might have a chance to take here, but I like h3 just as a concept here. See if he goes back. He does play this move. So if I gain a knight, lose a bishop. No, I don't like that. I think I should just drop back here. See where this bishop's going to go. If he goes here, he runs the risk of getting trapped, surely. This feels like it should be quite good for us. Doesn't mean it is, but it feels like it should be. Hold on, let's not pre-move. Just a slightly unusual structure my opponent's gone for here. But it could work, let's see. If pawn takes, I'll take. If knight takes, I'll probably take with a knight anyway, so it probably is a safe pre-move, but we've got a bit of time this game. Then we'll just look to develop the rooks at some point. Watch out for the bishop covering the light squares. So he doesn't actually allow us to push on. So the knight's going to have to go backwards. Then maybe bishop up could be a nuisance. Or we can try and go after this bishop. Yeah, it's got to be right to push the pawn on rather than taking there. So how do we get his bishop? Or do we not try to? Do we just play rook across and bishop down? I don't think there's an effective way to trap the bishop. Takes. Maybe there is. So this, it forces the issue, but does it actually trap the bishop? Takes. Say the knight moves out the way. Up, bishop back. Takes. I'm not sure I actually quite like that anywhere. So I'm actually going to play a more bolder move in f4 and try and bring the knight behind and prepare f5. It is, again, not without risk. He could just blast forward himself, but yeah, knight across and then see if he trades the bishop naturally. I don't think I was getting it trapped, so let's not try and burn all the clocks. It's only a 5-minute game. So queen back is a very natural move just to put some pressure on us. Maybe rook on the dark square, maybe just f5 straight away. Let's see what our opponent does. He does play knight back. So do we want to play f5? Takes, 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 takes. Say bishop back. Step back. It all seems okay, that. I mean, it's one of the main purposes of pushing the pawn forward, so I'm going to play it. We might end up with this imbalance. I just have to hope I don't blunder some sort of tactic with the queen coming in. But I'm kind of committed to it now. Or does he want us to actually take and open the file? Possibly. Or he does capture. So I'm going to take. Now, there is no queen g5 if the rook captures back. But there could be once the rook has moved away. So he has indeed gone there. So I thought I'd just drop back one here to pressure the pawn. I know it's covered right now. I've seen that. I could just come all the way back to f2, but yeah, if I go here, the rook is guarded anyway, even if he pushes forward. I've still got the option to bring the other rook across. Well, I suppose my bishop no longer guards here, so it might have been a mistake what I've done here, actually. Rook across now does blunder the knight, like I said, but I do have the immediate knight over and we hit the pawn and the queen. That looks nice. Because my bishop guards the rook and we create a double attack. Now we've still got this rook to come across somewhere. This bishop could be dangerous, of course, but if we can just win a pawn, I've got to think of king safety as well, of course. Bishop down, we might end up with a exchange sacrifice, giving up the rook. So he's gone back. So if I take, I presume you want queen down. So if I take with the knight, maybe we just drop back. But if I don't take, I might not get another chance. So I'm going to trust that it's safe to take. My bishop guards my rook. My king can sidestep if needed. My queen and my other rook are not really doing anything, though. To be fair, neither are the two black rooks, but queen's a very valuable piece, so we need to get the queen back. Something like this, the rook across. Yeah, he's played forward, so we might need to consider this. We could play a knight up, I guess, and hit the queen, but I think for now we should just maybe double up. Just in case we need a move like rook back to guard the pawn. Right now the knight does guard. Okay, but now I've got knight across, I thought, here. And it's really opening the structure up. I don't like the idea of a rook forward exchange stack, so I'm just going to play knight up and attack the queen. Pre-move in case he gives up the bishop. I'm playing the clock as well, of course. He's down to 20 seconds, but it's been a very good effort though, hasn't it? We've just managed to stay up that bit on the clock. Okay, the queen goes across. So I think we just drop the rook back here. He's obviously out of time. I'll just make sure I'm not dropping a sloppy blunder. Bishop takes, rook takes. Okay, he's out of time there, but that was again a very good effort considering the rating gap there, so well done. So we'll just see what it was in engine language. So I pause just so I don't accidentally start another game, and then I come back to the game. So we've got 27 moves, so they're the move times for both players. So let's just see what it is in engine language. Okay, so we've got a blunder here. You can see it spiked up and come back down. So played 88% versus 82%. CPL is 27 and 42. But it felt like he played a decent game there. Especially, like I say, because there is a rating gap. So he's done very, very well. So where was our blunder? So in this position, That was a mistake. That wasn't the best move. My opponent should have actually taken the bishop instead of going here. Now, queen here is not given as a blunder or a mistake, but the eval did drop a little bit. And then that's a blunder. Oh, so we should have taken the knight here, and the bishop must be getting trapped somehow. Okay. Yeah. So they're both two blunders there. So our blunder is the fact that we haven't punished what our opponent has done. So this is the line the engine gives. We go with f3, e4, bishop comes back, and then h3. And the bishop has got a square, but is not trapped, right? Rook across, bishop to a6, but apparently that's just much better for us, even though we haven't actually won the bishop. So that's the line that we should have played. But considering that's our only blunder of the game, that's not too bad. Still, on another day, of course, it could turn a win into a loss. But after this, we've just tried to jump forward and build a slow, steady, gradual advantages. And it just really came down to the clock in this position here. But again, it's a very good effort by my opponent there, so well done.